Alrighty, let's see if this actually fucking works this time. First, I gotta see if the fucking audio is working, because I fucked around with some shit. It fucking works this time. Well, everything sounded better. First, I gotta see if the fucking audio. And I went ahead and made a little soundtrack thing, so now the fucking thing's on loop. So anyways, hello everybody, my name is MindVT, and today we're going to do a little drawing. It's late as fuck where I'm at, close to midnight, but we're going to draw some shit anyway. I'm going to turn my ceiling fan on, it's hot as fuck in here. Gotta take this hoodie off. Ready. And once again, this music was paid for off of fucking Fivers, and I tested it out for a week on a fucking spare channel I have, so we shouldn't run into any problems, but in case we do, hey, fuck me, right? Alrighty. Now to promise I made to my Discord people here. We're gonna flip this coin 3 times to see who we're drawing. Heads for Jane, tails for Miyabi. First point goes Miyabi. Second point is Jane. We got one more. Let's see who wins. And it's Miyabi. Sorry if your vote didn't win, but I will draw yours tomorrow off stream. I do promise that though. Now let's go ahead and pull up Pure Ref. Then we'll go ahead and get us some pictures. The main pose I'm going off is on my phone here, but we will get some Miyabi references here. Let's drag a few of these over here. So that way we got a whole bunch of references here we can pull from. And I do hope you guys enjoyed the music. I only have 3 fucking tracks right now, but we'll eventually get more. Eventually. Alrighty. One sec, I'm gonna grab a drink of my water here. Then we're gonna put a few test scratches in, you know, just get ourselves all warmed up. How's y'all days going so far though? How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's all well, all handy dandy, and whatnot. Hmm. Alrighty. Now let me pull my special reference on my phone here. Although I think the sheet of paper we have here is too big. We may need to resize it. We'll go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and make it... Nope. We can probably make it an even 6,000 by 6,000. An even 6 by 6. Alrighty. Not gonna lie, it feels weird drawing without my glove. Someone in my house went from my room and they threw my glove out. They thought it was just like a used torn piece of fabric or whatever, but unfortunately it was my drawing glove. And now it's in a landfill somewhere. And I gotta wait till Friday to get a new one. Such a shame. But you know, we're gonna fucking do this. We will do this. And of course my fucking model's twitching out again. Looks like I'm high on fucking crack over there. Let's draw our table first. We'll eventually expand this here. Because the table here is going to take up the majority of the room. We're doing a POV shot. Alrighty, we got that going. Now what we're going to do, we're going to make this table just a tad bit bigger. Again, this is going to take up the majority of the drawing here. At least a good 35 to 60% of it. A little bit lower right there. That's perfect right there. What I am going to do though, I'm going to go ahead and darken my paper a bit. So that way it's a little easier on my eyes. So I will be here for hours. Oh yes, we need a big table, buddy. A big table. A very big, big table. Alrighty. Now that we got the top of the table going, let's get the bottom going. We'll use blue. Once I start drawing the rest of the stuff, you'll know why I need a big table. You can't have this type of pose without a big table. I mean, you could, but it would look silly. chair back here. Make it just a tad bit darker blue. We do need to expand this part though here, so let's go back to red. So again, this is going to be a very big table. You're not going to see the ends of this table here. At no point should you be able to see the fucking ends of this table. Now we'll do green, add the window frames behind us. Since the windows are far away, we won't really need to make them that big. Anything, we can just get away with this here. Then we'll take this little cross here, lower them down just a bit. There we are. Oh, hold up, I got somebody messaging me. Well, okay, let's see now. Where the hell was I? Okay, now that we got all that down, and this, and I do think I need to make one of those just a tad bit taller, because in this photo reference I got here, you can't see the top of them. Oh boy, you must have stirred up a real hornet's nest there, chill bro. You must have stirred up a real hornet's nest there, because my phone's just going off like a motherfucker right now. Alright, now we got that all settled. We'll start drawing the body frame for Miyabi here. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna have to fucking take a pause really here. There's some shit going on in my Discord here. Hold on. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hi, Hootie. How you doing? Sorry he woke you up. I do apologize about that. Whatever you do, please don't shoot me. I didn't tell him to do it. Please do not shoot me. There. Don't make another color circle here for the in-between. Alrighty. I feel you there. I won't lie, this probably be a pretty boring stream, or you know, this may not be your cup of tea, but I do appreciate you stopping by. As always, appreciate it. I should probably make this part darker. Now this section here, we're gonna barely see the arm. Let me put that note there. Probably gonna misspell it, but fuck it. Arm's gonna be folded down. Alrighty. Here we are. Now, what else am I gonna do here? Let's look at my photo reference here on my phone. Okay. Get a bright red here. Start making boxes. Alrighty, thank you. I do appreciate that, Hootie. And not to nag you or anything, chill, bro, but you know, when it's around this time, when it's late for you, it's probably late for other people, so try not to tag them this late. I do appreciate you doing that, though. Just, you know, be mindful of others in the Discord. Especially when some of them gotta work early in the morning. Did this go from table to ladder? Oh no, there's still a table here. There's still a table here, chill, bro. You'll see eventually once we start getting a little more into it. You probably don't remember what I said in the Discord, so I'll go ahead and remind you. This is gonna be borderline not safe for work, but also safe for work. So you know, you use your imagination there. So if you want to opt out now, so if you're a little uncomfortable, you know, you're free to opt out at any time. I won't hold anything against you. I think what we gotta do, we gotta make... Well, once we get there, we'll go ahead and make the rest of this here bigger. It's best not to overthink it right now. It's never good to overthink stuff, chat. You end up giving yourself a headache. I need to bring this part in just a little bit more. Let me get my liquefy tool here. I'm gonna add just a little bit of blue here. Indicate where the skirt is. Oh, it's not a pool table. You're getting there. You're getting there. You're getting there. Trust me. Once everything starts coming together, you'll see what's going on. I'm pretty sure by the end of this one will get age restricted too. Not gonna lie. But that is okay. That's the name of the business. That's the name of the goal here. Oh, that's all good, man. It'll eventually be posted up on the channel thing here, and also in the Discord thing under promotion. But it'll probably be heavily censored, if I'm being completely honest. gonna be heavily censored. 'Cause what can I say? What can I say? What I probably gotta do, I gotta bend the leg this way for this one. Oh, you know, that's why I said it'll be heavily censored. If anything, you'll probably just see like this top half right here. If you want to see the full thing, you'll have to come to the channel. That's just the rules. That's just the rules. Alrighty, so legs that way, legs this way. It's all kind of a mess right now, but you know, it'll eventually come together. Kind of like the Avengers in the first movie. They didn't get along at first, they were a mess. Then they came together at the end. Alrighty. We just gotta add the hand. Well, we need to shorten this part here a bit. And then what we do, we'll go ahead and add another folder, or another layer, and we'll go ahead and add a hand here. After I select the goddamn pencil, then we can add a hand. I can't add anything with the eraser. What the hell am I doing? So this one, thumb is facing down. Zoom in. Also, I hope you're all enjoying the music here. I think it's nice and relaxing. Maybe next time when I put in the order, I'll make it more tavern theme, more fantasy-like. I like chill music like this, especially when I'm drawing. Yes. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. Get the picture and the story. Fingers are going to be a little crooked at first, but we'll fix them eventually. The important part is getting them placed down. Oh yeah, Hootie, one of these drawing streams in the past, one of my pictures had over 110 layers in there. Then we went in to talk about Shrek, you know, the onion scene. Like, ogres have layers. Onions have layers. And the story. Bye-bye. See you later. Oh, ogres have layers. Well, you know, not everybody likes onions, but parfaits. Parfaits are probably the greatest goddamn thing on the planet Earth. I love that movie. I'm gonna be real honest with you, chat. I watch Shrek at least once or twice a month. I'll fucking sit there and binge watch it. Shrek 1, 2, and 3. I won't watch the other ones though. The other ones suck. I won't even touch the little fucking TV show they tried to make. That there sucked ass. probably make the hand a little bit bigger since we are in a perspective form here. And I accidentally cut out part of the finger, but that's okay. That's okay. Just recircle it again. Oh, it's such a classic though. Alright, so now that we're up to here, I should probably make this part black here. Let's pull from our Miyabi reference so we can get some proportions going down here. Let's see. We'll go ahead and make this here flat since they're going to be pressed against the table. Well, yeah, I can get that. I got to see a few glimpses of that when I went to friends' houses and all that. Couldn't really afford cable growing up. We had a whole bunch of VHS players. And luckily enough, I was able to get Shrek on VHS. And boy, did I watch the hell out of that. Along with the Sailor Moon collection. Fucking good times. Good times. Good times. Good times of getting woken up at 2 in the morning watching someone get their ass beat in the house. Fucking good times there. Alrighty, let's go ahead. We're gonna close this folder here. Circle everything so we can then grab and adjust everything. I used to have a whole bunch of DVDs too. I'm not sure whatever happened to them. I think my mom still has them in her garage. Although I'm gonna be honest, none of those DVDs I have were legal. They were all burned copies. I did not have one single legal DVD or whatever they call it. Everything was a fucking shitty burned copy. Imagine watching Shark Tale just to watch a whole bunch of motherfuckers get up from their seat and all you see is fucking puppet figures and all that shit. Those fucking sucked. Like, oh, we're getting into the fucking chase scene. No, some asshole just went up to go to the bathroom and get popcorn. Oh, I just missed it. Motherfucker. Well, I guess I'll use the power of my imagination to guess what the hell happened. Use the power of my imagination. Yes, sir. Alrighty. So, since we got this down, let's go ahead and lower these. We'll start with the body first here. Try to get, like, you know, everything all tipped and squared. Yeah, no, unfortunately none of mine were legal. None of mine were legal when I was growing up. We always bought our fucking DVDs off some crackhead trying to make a few bucks. He was just in the movie theater recording it. Then he'd sell us the DVDs. And that's how we got our DVDs. From somebody trying to make a few dollars. go down here, grab this, bring that down some. So a reference I got going here. Hey, you know, sometimes you gotta cut a few corners here and there, you know what I mean? You gotta cut a few corners here and there. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this. Bring this up some. You want it right here. Well, let's see. Probably need to bring this in just a little bit, so I'll take this, place the ear line here, even though the ear ain't going there. That's just so we know where the jaw line will end. Now we can go on to the next one. We'll lower this down just a bit. Part of the shoulder is here. A little bit of the back. And right there. Because with this other arm here, you see just a glimpse of the shoulder here. That's what that little bump is here. But you don't see a lot of the arm here from the pose I'm going off of. Go ahead and draw our elbow right here really quick. Because what we need to do is go from big to little. Big, little. Since this is also going to be like a perspective type drawing here. Let's go ahead and take a look at Miyabi's clothing really quick. We're going to have to make the little arm thing here droop down a bit. So it's going to have to go down this way here. Before we continue on to the hand, let's go ahead. Ready? Let me grab my liquify tool. I am just going to bring this in just a bit. There we go. And I'll expand the base here just a little bit there. There we go. And let's see now. I'll be honest, I've never played. I just seen like clips of the characters. I'm not sure what format I have to download to get it on PC though. I haven't found it on Steam. If you know what a platform is on, I'd be grateful to, you know, download it and play it on stream eventually. Alrighty, so what was I doing? Oh yes, the hand, the hand. Lower this down just a bit. We'll go ahead and tilt our drawing just a bit. Oh, I'm fucking on the fame here. We don't need that. There we go. Now we're making female characters. We need to make the tips of the finger very thin. Not finger salad thin, but you know, kind of like this here. Go ahead and add a little webbing in between the fingers there. Even though the reference doesn't really have that, we'll probably just go ahead and shrink that down a bit there. There. I really wish I could turn my box fan on. It's like super hot right now. But I also don't want the fan to overtake the microphone here. So we're just gonna, you know, power through. Only HIS is on Steam. Oh, that's unfortunate. Now we'll go ahead and add our thumb. But what we're also going to do, we're going to do this. Just so that way we got here. Put this line a little bit back in there. There we go. And the hand looks a little bit more natural there. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and add some folds over the hand here. Kind of like this here. Oh, I saw you just sent me something, Hoodie. I'll check that out here in a minute here. Okay, so we got that going. Now what we can do, we can probably work on the chest area here. So she is actually pressed against the table here, at least this part here. So we need to flatten the tips out here, or top of these out, and round them out. Let's see now. Well, you can't really see the other one through there. Mainly because her skirt is taking up a lot of the stuff here. For those of you wondering what I'm looking at here, I got the actual reference to the pose on my phone here. And I'm just glancing at it every now and then to take a look at what I'm doing. You're all good, chill, bro. I do appreciate you stopping by for a little bit. You have yourself a good rest there, mate. Alright, let's see now. Let's back up a bit. Oh, fuck. That was on the same layer. This is why we add layers. So many layers. Because of shit like this. Gosh darn it. We'll grab our little layer here. Shrink this down a bit. And we'll just bring the tips of these in and flatten them out with our liquefy tool. Alright, now we need to start working on the legs and the thighs. Grab a sip of my water here. You know what, I think I am going to crack my window open just a tad bit. It's a -5 out right now, which means there's going to be some great cool air coming in. And boy, would I love some of that. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, fuck. Opening that window is fucking hard, I'm not going to lie. Mainly because there's a big ass sound booth in front of it, and my desk is in front of it, so you know. It is a tight squeeze over there. Oh, Christ. Alright, let's start working on the back side now. Go up and around. We'll eventually bring the liquefy tool down here. But we want to make sure we get the shape here right. Start the top half. And what we'll do, we'll go from here. There's our first thigh here. We do need to bring these in just a bit because these is the back of the knees right here, or back of the leg. So we'll go ahead, curve that in just a bit here. Curve in, erase that circle. So now we're here. Here we got her wares right here. This is what will keep us from getting YouTube's wrath. Only for a little while though. But hey, what's another day on Mind VT about pissing off YouTube? here. I think what I need to do is bring this out here. So this part of the leg here is gonna be like somewhat hidden. Only thing we're really gonna see is this gap here. Knee right there. No, I do need to bring this in here. What we're looking for, this leg's supposed to be in front of this one here. So we're only going to be seeing like maybe this section here. Well, this part's going to be hidden. Curve that out a bit. A little curve there, that's for the calf there. Our lines here indicating the inside of the knee there, or inside of the fucking leg, whatever it is. She doesn't have a tail? Come on, dude. Oh wow, she doesn't. That is so strange. She has those big ears, but she doesn't have a tail. Huh. That is so strange. Okay, now to draw our hand over here. You thought I forgot, but I didn't. I'll just leave that for last, because this is probably going to be the biggest pain in the ass right here. Since the reference I'm going off of, not gonna lie, it's probably AI I'm going off of. Because I noticed the hand's not even like really touching the table. Maybe the fingertips. But like the actual palm of the hand is just fucking levitating there along with the thumb. So we'll have to adjust that ourselves here. Well, it's okay, we got the fucking fingertips mainly touching the table. We want all of them to be touching the table. You don't want it half-assed. Of course, there'll be like one or two fingers hitting here. Mainly because the angle we're going off of here. Really? Huh. I really need to play this game, see all the characters they got in here, and see about the story. It's gotta be interesting to see, or well, go through. So delete this here. So now we on this here. Alrighty. Now we can start working on the face and some ears and all that stuff here. First, let me check something really quick. Okay, so this seems to be her only pair of ears right here. I don't know if if some of you have ever noticed in like some animes, like the characters with animal ears, they give them like a second pair of human ears for some reason. I don't know why. And like that's so fucking stupid. They got two big ass ears right here. Why are you adding human ears on there? Like what's the fucking point? You're gonna give them like two sets of ears? Like what the fuck? And if she did have that, we're not adding that. Like, no, mama, these are your ears. You don't need the little fucking ones. No, these are your ears, mamas. Oh, cool. They don't do that shit. That's good then. That's good. Because there have been some animes where I've watched and like there'll be this rabbit girl or whatever, and she'll have like fucking the rabbit ears and the fucking human ears, and it's like why? Like you already gave her rabbit ears. What's the point of giving her human ears too? Like what was the fucking point? What we're doing here in chat, we're adding these little red lines here to indicate where our eyes are going. And when we do lines like this, we have to follow the curve that they're going. Well, you have to follow those if you're making them like that. "49 playable characters. Holy Toledo." And like, do they ever have like extras on there, like DLC characters? If they do, that's pretty fucking hype. That is pretty hype. Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, if I ever find the game on PC, I'll definitely have to play it on stream. Also, you add more characters as they do it. Nice. There. Add our little eye bag line here. And the eyebrows. Let me zoom in right here. So that way I can see the mouth I'm drawing here. Oh, I just saw your message there, Hootie. Thank you. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm definitely gonna download that when I come home from work tomorrow. So what we need to do now here, we need to adjust the mouth here a bit. We're gonna tilt it this way. Get our liquify tool here, the drag button. I'm gonna bring this up just a little bit. And what I think I can do, oh, let's see. If anything, I gotta adjust this eye right here. We'll go ahead and erase the bottom part of it. Curve it out just a tad bit here. And then we'll go ahead, circle around. Oh, come on now. Go. Yeah, we're gonna eventually get more detail, but this is like where we're gonna go ahead. You know, just make sure we got them in place. Alright, and now for the hair. I'm gonna use like a dark red for the hair here, so that way I know where everything's at and I'm not confusing it with the clothing or anything. Her hair is like really close to her eyebrows here. Start off by making some blocks here. First, let's go ahead and tilt this. And Hootie, if you need to tap out at any time, you're more than free to do so, okay? I know it's pretty late. It's about... Hell, it's almost 1 a.m. over here. It's probably 1 a.m. over there as well, ain't it? Shit. So what I'm going to do now, let's go ahead and circle around this. Oh, we did it again. We made it in the same damn layer. Same damn layer. This is why we had so many layers, chat. Because of shit like this. When you don't add another layer, this is what you get. Although it's not too bad right now. We could probably adjust it as we go. Just down a bit so that way we can... I think what we'll do, we'll add some of the hair like right around here. At the same time, we'll also add like a little bit down here. But we do need to make the hair just a tad bit longer for over here. Like follow the coat and body line here. I'll make sure some of the hair is actually laying on the table here. It's important, chat. It's important. To give us some streams here. Of course, we'll go ahead and detail that a little bit more later. So our ears, we gotta make sure know exactly where we're putting them. So one here, one there. We gotta add just a little bit of fur in here. Well, that's good you slept a lot yesterday. Won't lie, I did too, but it kind of feels like I slept too much. So we're gonna spend the majority of the night here and just work on this. Sure, I have to go to work early in the morning, but hey, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Alrighty. So now we're all set over here. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna draw her body in a deeper color, then we're gonna add like, you know, we could probably put the coat on over her and all that. The skirt really quick. Hold on. We'll go ahead and add a light blue color. Let's do this. So it's going to be looping around here. Motherfucker. Her skirt's pretty long, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a majority of it bent over here. It's gonna be hanging more down on this side here. We'll choose a dark purple for that, so that way we can make sure we know which one is the skirt, or well, top part of the skirt versus bottom part of the skirt here. Then we'll pick a red here. So that way we can start adding the folds of the skirt. And the folds for this one will be on the inside, so we'll make them a little deeper in color. Alright, so now we got that going. Let's go ahead, close that folder, lower this down a bit. We'll lower it down to 25. And we're gonna grab our Sharpie here. This won't be the complete line art. This is just gonna be to smooth everything out. Smooth it all out. We got opacity about that, about 30. I need more water. I'm dying of thirst here. We'll grab a size brush, 170. Stabilization, we'll leave at 55. Let me shrink this down just a bit. Start with the hair here. First, let me pull her back up. Since we're going that way, we should probably follow that line there. Just a bit here. There we go. marker back out. And another layer. Now, Chad, I'm not the best artist in the world. I am learning, though. We are going to do our best here. I think if anything, we could probably go ahead and erase that part of the head right there, or hair, I should say. Add another layer so that way we can add the long hair onto this side. Now when you're drawing like long hair, something someone taught me, it's best to try to draw it like ribbons almost. Then we can erase the inside lines here. There we are. Now we can start drawing the inside of the face and the head. It'll take just a few times, but we'll eventually get it down. So let's see. I think that part's in just a little too much. Let's grab our liquify tool. Of course, we'll bring this part in here. And retrace over it. Make sure this ain't the same layer. It ain't. Fantastic. Onto the eyes. We're getting somewhere here. Slowly but surely, Chad, we're getting somewhere. It may not be a good place, but somewhere is better than nowhere. Pull my fucking reference back up. I'm a bitch. I think what we need to do though, bring the facial features down just a little bit, right there. Perfecto. Then we can draw the mouth. Head on to the ears. And they're gonna have little fur bits here and there. So let's make sure we add a big groove here and there. I think with this one here, what I'll do, go ahead and copy and paste that. Tilt it some. Place this right here. We'll just go ahead and erase this part. And then bring this part here down just a little bit. Then we'll add the inside fur for her ears. It's coming along slowly, chat. It's coming along very, very slowly. But that's okay, there's no need to rush. Sure, it's 1:30 in the morning, and sure, I gotta be at work at 7:30. But ain't no rush, ain't no rush. Art's supposed to be an enjoyment. You shouldn't stress yourself out too much about the details. If you're doing an order, sure. I think with that, it's all about planning, you know, getting yourself to get up and do it. Like, say if I had an order, I'd like to at least spend 3 to 4 hours a day on it for at least a week. I saw the Fanes popping up there. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out here in a few. But I did see like the Fane about furries, but you know what? I don't mind them. I do not mind. I am a froggy after all. Oh, somebody's gonna take that out of context. Shit. Hey, that's all fine. Everybody needs something. I ain't against it. No way, no how. Start working on the... Let's see. Pull my reference up. Probably work on the back end here, then work on putting the skirt over the back end. So let me go ahead, do this. Make sure I'm not in the same goddamn layer. That's good. You know, as much as I love this music, I really wish we could play something else. I know eventually I'll get some more tracks, but still. Listening to the same 3 songs over and over can be tiring. I really wish I could play some of my favorite nerdcore artists on here, like Rustage or Hala, or even Fable. But we gotta worry about YouTube, you know, fucking bitch slapping me into the fucking Never Realm or whatever. We gotta worry about if a Frenchman comes across this channel and they see this Froggy just streaming, going, "Ho ho, Froggy! We I'm gonna kick his ass off the fucking server." Ooh. I think next time though I'll go for like some fantasy type tavern music. See if I can find someone who can make those type of tracks. I absolutely love that type of music there. Just to jam out and draw to at least. Then eventually when I start making my own music, I'll add my own stuff on here. I think what I need to do now, leave this part here. Then I need to add underwear straps here. I don't think I've ever heard that one before. I might have to look that up there. Well, not for stream, but like, you know, just to listen to my downtime. Maybe it'd be a pretty good gym track to listen to while I'm lifting weights. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do now, we're gonna delete the sides here. Make this like bulging out, just feel like it kind of wears tight or whatever. So what I think I really need to do, I need to even this out some. So what I'm gonna do, let's take this part here. This part should go right up to here. Just so that way we can even it out some. Of course, we'll add this little coat part over here. Then we need to add the other hand over here. I mean, I like jazz from time to time, especially like if it's upbeat. But it's like if it's like really depressing jazz, that might be like video game type of music. It wouldn't be like really weightlifting music. You know what I mean? So I love me the sound of some piano, some saxophone, just really jamming out there, giving me like some energy there. I can't do that stuff if it's depressing though, and I'm sitting there just doing pull-ups like, oh, I don't feel like pulling up now. This music's making me too sad. Now that's what I like to hear. I'll definitely check that out. I need to pull up my reference again. I gotta see how the thumb is looking here. Let me make sure I'm not on anything here. Yeah, so I do need to... Hold on. Let me make another layer. I mean, so far we're doing good at layers. We're only at 26 layers right now. Even though this is just the practice line art here, this ain't the finished product. We're just making sure everything fits all together. Hoodie, do you like the Avengers? Like Marvel stuff? Let me make the foam just a tad bit thinner. I like me some Marvel stuff. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. But you gotta admit though, some of the actors in there are pretty goddamn hot, like Chris Evans. He is fucking banger. He is banger right there. Well, that's understandable. Alrighty. Now let's delete the back line here. Yeah, there are so many in those movies. There are just so many. Let's go ahead and get my paintbrush now, because we're finally at the part where we can start doing some actual line work here. Stabilization. We'll put that down as 85. Bring the brush down to 40. Let's test this out. Oh yeah, that's good. That is looking good right there. Alright, let's flip our fan over a bit. Now this is where the challenging part comes in. Getting the nice straight line work here. You know what I should do really quick? Well, it's a bit late for that now. I should have flip checked it earlier. But I think everything's pretty good so far. We probably have to adjust this side here, but we can do that as we're doing the line art. Which is no big hoopla. Alrighty. That's one hand. Let's do the other. Oh, thank you for that. I'll definitely check that out. Hell, I may check that out as my ride to work tomorrow, you know. I like to play my little YouTube music there as I'm riding and drawing. Like, I'll sit in the parking lot early in the morning at work and like I'll do like some light sketching. As usual. Maybe I'll have that on in the background while I'm playing. Or while I'm there. Let's make another layer here. Because now we gotta work on the back side here. Oh, goddamn you. Even though we're not going to see that part, we're still going to put it there anyway. Mainly so that way I know I have a placement there and I know where I'm at. I don't know why, but I've been wanting blueberry pie here recently. One of my favorite desserts right there. Can't have it though. Maybe in another 3-4 months though. I know you're not too big into sweets, but do you have a favorite dessert? Mine, of course, being blueberry pie. Let's see. Add this fin line here so that way we know this is the calf. Add one to here. Let's see. I do have to delete this here really quick. Because it's supposed to be folded over here. So what I'll do, my brush. Oh, darn you. Get over there. Oh, that's nice. Are they like a soft cookie or like a real crunchy cookie? Oh, shit. Oh, soft cookies are always best. Not to say I don't mind me a Nutter Butter every now and then, or a Nutty Buddy, whatever the fuck they call them. But soft cookies are definitely the best. What we're gonna do, we're gonna fade that out just a little bit here. I'm on the eraser. Soften this out here because we want like a faint. Oh, god damn it. Here, how about this? There. That'll do. That'll do. I think what I need to do though, I need to adjust this over here because it shouldn't be like this here. Oh, those sound good. I have a coworker who kind of makes this like something similar to that, but I'll be honest, hers aren't really that good. It's like basically like frosting like balls and all that. Like she'll make like these frosting type like little circular balls and cover them in powdered sugar. It's like, you know, there's a line between like, you know, sweet and too much. And it's like, why? not to not to be like I didn't appreciate it, but you know, it's like you could have added something else to this besides whatever the hell this is. Maybe something salty to balance out the sweetness. Oh, darn it. Now we need to add the underwear straps here, or well, the elasticity. Which will be no fane here. Then we're eventually gonna add like a pattern on here, but you know, that can wait though. I got a brush for that. Let's go to 50 really quick, because we're going to use that for the clothing outline here. See, chat, what we want to do here, we want to make a lot of the outline here, like the outside outline really thick, to make the inside inline pretty thin. Give us some contrast and evenness. Oh, that's good then. The only thing I know how to bake is a blueberry pie. That's about it. I've tried learning carrot cake, which is my favorite cake, but you know, it's a lot harder than just pouring blueberries into a pie crust. So now we're up to here. We should probably add like a little sleeve here. Hold on. I was just planning to cover this whole thing here of this part here, but let's add like a little collar sleeve here. Work sleeve here. Yeah, that looks nice. Alright, so next part we should work on is the skirt. Because we're going to have a little bit of florals right up here, whatever the fuck you call those things. And most of it's going to be hanging down over here. Oh, what happened in my thing here? Oh, that's right, I didn't draw that part. Darn. I didn't like put it in with the Sharpie version there. What a shame. That's alright, we'll fucking freestyle it. We'll freestyle it. Yes, sir. Get a little more water. You know what? I got a full bottle of water over there. And I got some caffeine powder right next to my desk here. I'm gonna make me an energy drink. Alrighty. Y'all about to hear some shaking going on. I do apologize. Just making me a nice sour cherry Gamer Supps drink here. Not sponsored, by the way, so please don't fuck me in the ass. I just really love the taste of Gamer Supps. We'll add 2 scoops. Boom. Boom. That'll keep us going for a few hours. Alrighty, my pink liquid is done. Woo! Love that. Boy, I love me some of that. That kind of drink makes my heart flutter. Whew. I won't lie though, that bottle wasn't all the way full, unfortunately. It was like halfway drank, but we still added 2 scoops anyway. It's fine, it's fine. It'll work itself out, you know. Now the problem with like Miyabi's skirt here, it's like pretty long here. She has a long ass skirt right here, so you know, we have to think of like how the folds are coming up and how the bottom part's gonna be. That there's gonna be the tricky part. But I think as long as we, you know, give it some depth and do our best, it'll come out fine. It'll come out fine. That part there, give me that. Probably redo this one here. It's a little sloppy. Can't deal with sloppy. No, 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 no. Good old Japanese skirt. Oh yeah. I know this probably ain't entirely accurate, but you know, we gotta make it work somehow. It will make it work, by God. Alright, next up is the facial features. Start with the eyes here. do a little turn here. We're gonna bring that little iris here though, or eyeball, where the fuck they call it, and just a little bit more here than what it is over there. Accuracy is for the weak. Yes, it is. It's also for the foolish. Well, you know, what this could be is like, you know, this could be like a seduction skirt right here, because this is what we're kind of doing right here. This could be a special variant, you know. Well, we'll make it a special variant. That's what we'll do. I think if anything, we'll bring our mouth up just a little bit more, because it's too low. It's too low. My reference here, it should be up here. But then again, the mouth on my reference is just a tad bit smaller, but you know, we'll leave it as it is. Or here, let's do it like this. Ready. Next up, the eyebrows. What does her eyebrows look like? Okay, so they're kind of thick at the beginning. That's fan art right there, so I can't really count that. Here we go. They look like they're thin a little bit at the beginning and thicker at the end there. So let's give that a try here. Ready? We're gonna go ahead and grab our lasso. Copy and paste. Flip that around. Here. Now let's see, where am I at? Now we're at the hair. Flip. Or tilt, I should say. see, so this is a little uneven. Let's do this. That. Add another layer here. Then we'll add our longer hair over here. I think last up for the body part here is the ears here. Let's go ahead, hold on, let's see. She doesn't have like a hair hanging on top of her head there. Or does she? No, it's just like fluff there. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and make another layer. Add that ear fluff. Oh. So far, this is coming along pretty nicely. So far, so far. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna close this folder, close these down. Then what we're gonna go through here. We're gonna activate blue on every layer here. You gotta make it a little brighter though. Pull this out just a bit. Where the fuck is the thing at? Hero where? Oh wait, hold on. There we go. There we go. Now we can look through here and see what lines we need to get rid of. Go back to the eraser. We'll pick a thin one. We'll leave that there because we want that for the hair. Of course that doesn't carry over. Gosh darn it. Let's see. And that part, and that part. I think that's good right there. Let's see. Okay, so I do want to go back. We definitely want this part here erased. Because we want the skirt before the fucking arm piece here. Because this is supposed to be dragging behind, going up. Leave the eyes as it is. All right, the eyebrows. You don't really see Miyabi's eyebrows too good, so we'll go ahead and keep that accurate here. Actually, no, yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of this one. I just noticed that little gap right there. You want to take care of that. Damn it. We're almost there, chat. We're almost there. We're almost at the finish line. Not gonna lie, I thought it'd be taking me a few more hours than this. I'm getting pretty fucking lucky right now. You want to put that back there. Alrighty, we got one more spot. Alrighty. Now y'all remember that desk I made earlier? That thing's about to come back into play. Although that's probably going to be the easiest part of this whole thing here. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Oh, yeah, let me check that really quick. Sorry about that, Hoot. I won't lie, all that looks pretty enticing. And I also can't wait to listen to that jazz track you sent me. I listen to it now, but I'd be afraid YouTube would give me a copyright vote from just hearing a glimpse of it. Because they already gave me a copyright from, for some music from Undertale. That was in the game, mind you. I was playing the game, they gave me a copyright for it. So now I gotta wait another 90 days before I get another one. Them fucking bastards. They must hate froggies. Fucking bastards. I won't lie, I was enjoying that other game too, because I'd never played it before or seen any gameplays of it. But I unfortunately had to stop due to like the copyright risks, which was a shame. It was a shame. Oh yep, sounds like YouTube. They're being froggiest. They don't like my kind coming up from the pond. You know what I mean? No, we could do it to make this easier. Let's hide Miyabi really quick. Chair there. I think what I'm gonna do that this game doesn't have, I'm gonna put like a little bowl. Well, not this game, but this little reference I got here. I'll put like a bowl of candy corn on the side there. Maybe I'll put my little initials inside that candy corn. That'll be my watermark. Or my my little thing there. My signature. Here, let me do this. No, don't do that. No, 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 no. Now, mind you, this music I'm playing right now, I actually paid like $10 for these tracks on Fiverr. And I was assured these wouldn't get copyrighted. I also played them on like a separate channel for a week straight, so you know, I'm hoping for the best right now. But you never know with YouTube. You never know those assholes. You tell them I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Don't strike a froggy down, please. Please. Okay. Now let's add our little bowl really quick. Add another layer. So make the outside of the bowl. Alrighty, let's see now. Let's add some decorations here. Grab my theme here. So that part's done. What we'll do now, we'll make our candy. Below, below, below. So you know what I think I'll do? I'll save that for now. Cause I do gotta color all of these individually. So what I can do with this? Oh. Well, that still works. Delete the original. Copies. Now what I'll do, I'll make this the first part I color here. Or well, maybe I'll leave that. This is so difficult to do. Let's see. Yep, I can't fill it with paint yet. Not yet. But we'll get to. I'll just leave these out here for right now. So what I'll do here, copy this, Oh wait, I gotta go into fucking Liberty Edge, I'll do it. Copy. Edit. Paste. No, we don't want edit. No, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Okay, so I know what I need to do. Ain't no easy way about it. Gonna have to trace over that. So let's do this. And I'm on yellow. Of course I'm on yellow. We are almost done. We just gotta do this, then we can start coloring. Thank God. I should put these in their own folder. That's why we gotta make sure we fill in all the lines there. Let's see. Oh boy, there goes another one. This one we know is safe though. There's the tool I'm looking for. There we go. Don't mind me, just getting a little loopy here. After I'm done this drawing, I'll probably end up going to bed now, since I don't really have too much else to do. There we are. Maybe just paint over this section here a little bit. Fan, but I certainly... Yeah, gummy bears have sure gone down over the years. They used to be great when I was a child, but you know, like, they kind of suck now. Candy corn on the hand, I fucking love me some candy corn. I don't know what it is. And this way we can hide our signature in plain sight. Same here. I used to chew on a lot of plastic bottle caps. I don't know what it was just satisfying for some reason. It was very, very satisfying. Alrighty. Let's go ahead. We're gonna make a few folders of these. Copy that set. Copy that set. Copy. Lasso again. This one upside down. And what we're going to do right here, grab a like really dark orange. Nope, don't want to do that. Do this. No, you don't want that either. Where's my bowl at? So what we really want to do, we're gonna want to put the bowl right before these here. bring this one down along with it. Let's see where we're at with her. We'll need to move the candy bowl to the side though. Let's take this. That over there. And what I can do here, grab the bowl itself. Move it over here. Why don't we take Bikini Bottom and move it somewhere else? Lanterns got to be the stupidest idea I've ever heard. Okay, now see where the bowl of candy is. Okay, right on the side of her there, which is fine, Alrighty. Quick stretch. First we're going to color the background, then we'll color Miyabi, and then we'll start doing some shading. So first up, where did I put that folder at? Right there, cool. Let me pull my reference really quick for lighting. So for the desk here, we'll need like 2 different shades, maybe 3 different shades of brown. We'll make the top of it light. Color in this part here. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Oh, right. There we go. You see, it helps when I stop being autistic and remember. It helps quite a bit. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Move the desk. I gotta pick out a nice little gray for the chair. That's good. For the little beams up here, we'll need a darker brown. The inside, darker. Be our sky color here. wall color, we'll pick a nice pale green. There we are. Next up, we gotta color the bowl. First we gotta hide all the candy. We need a nice light teal color for the bowl. Candy back. This is just so we can tint it a little bit. We'll grab our eraser, grab the soft eraser. There we are. Don't jinx it, bro. Now you said that the Tism's gonna get you out of spite. It probably will. It probably will get me out of spite. It's probably thinking, you froggy bastard, you had to bring us out on blast like that, huh? I'm gonna get your ass. Just gotta erase this. No, erase. Boy. Damn it, it's already getting me. Damn, damn, damn. Alright, now we're going to color Miyabi really quick. Let's pull her up really quick, get some of her colors here. It's kind of pale, so we'll go ahead and this here. Add our little tool here, because we gotta block this off. Oh, I see that gap there. I see it. There's another gap somewhere. It has to be in the fingertips somewhere. Right there. do next. Let me grab this. I saw that gap there in the shirt. Oh boy, oh boy. Boy. We're gonna make our hair, of course, like, you know, a gray, but we need just a tad bit of blue to it. So far, everything is coming along. It's slowly coming along. We gotta make the eyebrow just a tad bit darker. So let's go ahead. Her eyes are reddish. Let's see what I got. We'll make them this pale red here. Of course, her teeth will be white. Can't forget the inside of the ears. No, no, no. Oh boy, oh boy. Let me take down some of my energy drink here really quick. Get some of that gamer subs in me. Yeah. Again, not sponsored, by the way. So please don't come after me, please. Not sponsored. Maybe one day, but not today. Pick this teal color here, but we gotta lighten it up some. Gaps. I think if anything, we could probably color the inside of it a darker green. See that fucking gap there? So we'll take care of that first. Oh yeah. Just hold on just a little bit longer. We ain't giving up, no siree. Then we need a dark gray. How about we make it like a tealish gray for the skirt? Make it a tealish gray for the outside of the skirt right here. On the inside though, we probably gotta make it a little bit darker. So we'll do like a tune tone color here. Now we got the top color there. Oh, there's a gap. There's a gap. Go. I see two gaps. I see two. Tommy Two-Tone. come on, scroll on, scroll. Let me go ahead and save really quick, just in case my computer like decides to shut off randomly for some reason. Save it as is, yes. Gotta have a contingency, just like Batman. Maybe I was wrong, maybe it was just one. Okay. Okay. Grab this. Where did I put that white part at? Right there. Oh, well, boy. Oh, forgot her underwear. I knew I was forgetting something. What color are we thinking, Hoot? What color are we thinking? Dark, light? Should we put a pattern on there? I'll color it for now, but if you give me a suggestion, I'll add that color in there. How about we go with light pink? Oh, you got one for me? Dark, definitely. Like dark gray, like this. This dark or a little darker? Dark red. No pattern? We can do that. What do you think? I mean, to be honest, it blends well with the little green here, you know. You know, with the different shades of green, you got that little bit of red that stands just a little bit out. Plus it goes with the eyes there. It could be like a accent color. We're already working with like a bunch of greens. We got the red here. We got a whole bunch of different types of grays here and a little white. Okay, yeah, we can do it this way. Note, I just now noticed something. I got colored the inside here for the skirt. I'm ready. See how we're looking. Alright, all everything left to do now is just start shading everything. on this. Let's do this here. Just a little bit more darkness here for the shadowing here. Yeah, when it comes like the color theory for characters, the streamer I watch a lot, they always say you should do like 4 main colors. You definitely need like 2 bright colors, an accent color, and then a general warm or cool color. We already got the cool colors, the green here. We got the accent reds here. And of course we got our main color here, grays and blacks. I mean, it technically counts as 5, but I think white goes with pretty much every single character, so you can't really count that with a lot of things there. Now we're going to smooth this out. For our blurring up to 15%. Probably leave it like that there. Then we gotta do some blending. Let's lower our brush down really quick. It should be around 200. So that way we can blend these edges in here right like this. Overlay, we use this bright yellow here, our spray brush, hard light. We just tab it bigger. So we want to get the edge of the desk here. Lower that down just a bit. Actually, let me see how it looks with a hard glow. Maybe if we blend that out a little bit. Then we add blend on top of it. And just blend the top parts there. Lower down just a little bit more. There we go. Just the top of the desk. Now since these areas are away from the window there, we gotta make these pretty dark. This is gonna be like our shadowy area right here. So what we'll do, hit that once, hit it twice. Go to our color wheel because we also want to make it a little pale. That should be perfect right there. Color that all in. Then what we'll do, grab our eraser, go to soft brush, just click softly. We don't want it hard, we just want it soft. Blur it a bit. Blend. Nope. Didn't want to do that. I wanted to do this. Blur one more time. We're gonna add a little bit more darkness towards the bottom here because that's where it's gonna be the most dark at. So grab this one more time, pale it, make it a little more pale. Gonna multiply. I also want like the little crevice here to have some dark spots in it. There we are. We got the other inside here. I think the first one we have is good. There we are. I think what we can do, we can probably go like this. Apply, hit that. I think the only thing we'll really need to do with that is blur it a little bit. Then we got the little crevice here, which is going to be the most darkest part, 'cause that's like the inner part of the desk there, like the grooves there. So we could probably make that borderline black, but not completely. I think that's right there. Okay, so that's the desk. Now we gotta move on to the chair. I gotta put Miyabi away for a little bit. I know there's like these spots here, that's okay. We're just focusing on the chair and the wall for right now. She'll come back, she'll come back. She's a major part of this picture. Oh, nope, I picked color burn, you don't want that. You want this here. I can do that. Color it. We'll take our brush here, airbrush this part but lightly. wasn't light. What we want to do, and more darkness to it, because again it's facing away from the window. Oh god, I look away for a second. Yes, I know. It's terrible. Don't worry, she'll be right back. She'll be right back. I promise you. I promise she'll be right back. And glow. And this yellow here, we'll make it a little goldish there. Then we'll lower that down. Blur it. Don't worry, she's only playing hide and seek right now. Only playing hide and seek. Let's go ahead and do this. I think those are fine as they are. I do gotta put it back and multiply instead of color burn though. Add glow. We'll do this. Maybe we'll add that as an overlay instead. Yeah, the overlay looks nice. Up next, the windows. We're gonna add a greenish blue tint to it. That's gonna be our overlay. Wait, what am I doing now? You just fucking get this. There you go. Now before we do that, we can add some clouds in here. Nope, I don't want that. Log out. Log out, you piece of shit. Ah, pendejo. There. I'll add a little bit of darkness to the clouds. Maybe a little darker. Let's see. fade it more. Yes, there we go. Oh wait, hold on. Need to add the little glow lines in here. Oh, wrong one, wrong one. Lower it off down a bit. There we go. I think I'm gonna leave the candy corn as it is. I'm not gonna bother shading it. I mean, nobody's gonna really notice it. Plus, I don't want to make it too dark to where you can't read my initials here. Alright, so that should be the background there. Now we can move on to Miyabi. Let me pull my reference back up so I can get the correct shading going. Need to multiply. Add this on here. So it's 1, 2. Oh, almost forgot about you. Ah, yeah, jump scare. Oh boy. Let's see. This, that's, this. Oh, yeah, what did I do? Yep, there's a gap right there. Right there. Then we gotta make a little shadow under the cheek. The other side. Although what I think I can do though, we'll add a little bit here. Here, 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 and up here. Then we can add the blur effect. 1, 2, 1, 2. Gotta drag it across here a little bit. Then we add some deeper shading. First we'll bring that down just a little bit, at least to 90. And a new one. add something to the back of the knee here. Probably do. Just add this here. Need some lights. Let's go for a palish dark pink here. Just down a bit. Multiply it. Bring it down some. Multiply again. Overlay a white speck down to 80. Blur it out one time too. Jackass. Click. Oh, we are almost there. We're almost there. Yeah, I hear you there. Speaking of which, it's 3:17 over here. And I gotta be up at 6:10, so you know. We're cutting it pretty close here. I was starting this earlier, but class was running a little bit late, so you know. Darn, darn, darn. Oh, nice. If you're tired, you can go to bed, you know what I mean? This will be posted on the Discord tomorrow. I hope I'm not keeping you up any. This area's too thin, probably. Huh. I guess I got caught in by itself, I guess. Okay. Well, that's good. Fortunately, I can't say the same. I've been yawning over here, but you know, trying to break that habit now. So eventually I won't be. We'll make this pretty big here and shade the bottom of the hair here like this and the middle part here. Oh, I forgot to color that part in. Darn, darn, darn. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead. Dark grayish blue. You might be wondering what I'm doing with this dark grayish blue here. Do this. Next up the eyes, I'm gonna keep it really simple. From this dark red here. am I at here? Let's do 120. We definitely want to multiply that. Is a little darker. I still got some of my energy drink here. Take a sip. That should buy me a little more time. Go ahead and grab this really quick. Bring this out just a little bit. I want to add just a little bit of glow right at the bottom with some pink. Then a little black outline right along the edges here. Maybe I should darken this up here a little bit some, make it more noticeable. When I did forget something, I did forget something. Highlights for the hair. Sorry, I'm not talking much right now. I'm just like really focused in right here. Oh, gosh darn it. There's a hole right there. You motherfucker. Go in that hole. Get in that hole. I should have done this. Go. Also forgot to do that for the hair up here. Let me correct that now. So this here, we can probably just go ahead, use the airbrush, go to the insides here, and the edges. And just a little layer across the top there. Alright, now for the panties. Pull my reference here. I feel you there. I feel you there. Sometimes silence is nice. Blur is just a bit. Multiply again. Go a little bit darker. edges here. And darken this area down here. Oh, yep, forgot to do that, of course. Also gotta put a few marks here. Kind of like there's folds here. Folds of the actual like wares themselves. Let's see now. Probably add just a little bit up here, a little contrast. Maybe let's try soft light. No. Hard light. Okay, I think that might do it. Let's just try add glow once. Okay, yeah, I like that a little better. Give them like some contrast, just like, you know, instead of pure darkness there. But we'll go ahead and do multiply one more time. Mainly to the edges up here. That's where we want the darkness to really go at. And down below here. Alright, just gotta add my initials and I think I'm done. Well, they're already there, but you know, it doesn't hurt to well, actually, yeah. Lusky Arts, it's right there all in the candy corn. I almost forgot, but you know, we did it. One MeUB drawing. Support that. And it isn't too bad. I could probably share that in the Discord. I'll just put it on promotion stuff. Or promote. Oh, there's a preview on Miu. Alrighty. What do you think, Hoot? Oh, man. Feels good to pop my back. Just a little bit. Hope I did MeUB some justice for you there, Hoot. Hope you enjoy this one. Or at least I hope it looks somewhat decent. Oh, thank you. Well, anyways, I'm going to end the stream right here. Thank you all for watching, stopping in, doing some chatting. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more content like this or see me play some horror games, hit that subscribe button. I stream almost every day. I haven't done so the last week, but I am getting back on my schedule.